Okay, the next step we're going to do is the abdomen. This is one of those areas that if the baby is constipated or having a lot of pain there, even a little gas, this can really help relieve some of that tension that they're feeling. The first step is the water wheel, and that's just imagining what a water wheel would look like. We're going to start with just about an inch above the navel and work our way down towards the groin area and hand over hand using that light pressure. Another variation would to be bring those knees up and continue the variation with one hand of the water wheel. And this is where you might get a little toot or something out the back end there telling you, yes, this is working, it's helping relieve that gas. If the baby's very constipated though, you don't want to bring the knees up too far because that would be uncomfortable for them. So just a little bit and continuing that water wheel. The next one would be to have the thumbs about 1 inch above the navel and continue under the rib cage towards the side. Okay, and then after we do that, you can do a sun and moon shape. We always do the strokes in a clockwise motion. That's the way the digestive tract goes. So we would start on our left side, the baby's right, and the lower quadrant, and work up and around. So you're going in a clockwise motion. This is your sun. And if you want to be able to do the moon, you keep this hand going in the circular motion and don't lift up the hand. And then you're going to add the moon, is only a half circle. And if that feels uncomfortable for you to do, you can just continue to do a sun and a moon this way. Okay, the next stroke is the I love you stroke, and it begins again on that lower quadrant for the baby on their right side, and you're going to work up. The letter I goes this way, L is over and down, and then we're going to come back to that lower quadrant again for an upside down U. And you can say this out loud to your baby as you do it. So we're going to work our way up. I love you. Okay. As your baby starts to become more aware and comfortable with your massage, you can do little rhymes with them and talk to them more during the massage as well. And they will begin to respond to your touch a little bit more too as you go and as they get used to the routine. After we have completed the I love you stroke, we're going to do finger walking, and that helps release any little gas bubbles in there. Again, we start on the baby's right side and work over towards the left. And we're just walking with our fingers, little tapping across the stomach. And then we want to touch and hold for completion. Okay, and that completes the abdomen. When we go to the chest, we're going to do the open book stroke. So if you can imagine opening up a book and you need to smooth out those pages, we're going to smooth out those pages on the chest. Okay. This helps to deepen their respiration and loosen any congestion that might be found in the chest area. Okay, so we'll open the book there. And the heart stroke is simply up and over the shoulders and down towards the navel, making that heart shape. And you can come up the middle again, over the shoulders, down towards the navel. And then the next one for the butterfly stroke is across your heart, and you can do crisscross shape here. Okay, and we would finish with just a gentle touch and hold. And as we would move on towards the arms and the hands, the strokes are very similar to what we've done on the legs. So our first one would be to use that C shape again. And if you need to apply more oil, you can apply more oil. And we would work down towards the wrist. Again, bringing the circulation into that hand. We would do squeezing and twisting of that arm. And once we've completed the squeezing and the twisting, we would want to open their hand and work on the palm. If the baby has clenched fingers, we never try to open it. It's uncomfortable for them. So we would just work around the hand then. So you can press all over the palm. And then we are going to roll and twist each finger. And we can make circles on the palm, or the back of the hand. And then continue that over the wrist. And there's also reflexology points in the wrist too that are being stimulated as you make those circles around the wrist. Then we would want to bring everything back towards the heart with that C-shaped Swedish milking stroke. And we're going to roll the arm. And then finish with the touch and hold for completion. And we would go to the other arm, beginning again with that C shape, from the shoulder down towards the wrist. This is the Indian milking stroke. If you go too fast, your baby becomes overstimulated, so you want to keep the strokes a little bit slower so that it's calming, a little more sedative for your baby. Okay. The next thing we'd want to do is the ringing of the arm. So we're squeezing and twisting that arm. Okay, then we would go to the hand, open that hand. If clenched, we'd let it be and work on the palm side if it is able to open. And then we'll squeeze and twist each finger. And make small circles over the back of the hand, the top of the hand. And then we'll continue those circles up over the wrist. And then we want to flush everything back towards the heart, so we'll do the Swedish milking, the C shape, all the way up towards that armpit axillary region. And then we'll roll the arm. And finish with a touch and hold for completion. Okay, the next thing we would do is go to the baby's face. If you do have any oil on your hands, you may want to wipe your hands off or wash them at this point so that you can work on their face. We would try not to put any oil purposely on our hands to do the facial massage. So you would want to do that same open book stroke again, so you can start in the middle and just kind of smooth open the baby's face. And then you can take your thumbs and start at the inside of the eyebrow and just slide out just under the eyebrows. And your pressure is directed a little bit upwards and in. And then you can push up on the bridge of the nose and make little dots there. You can continue with a smile pattern on the upper jaw, followed by a smiley pattern on the lower jaw. This will help if the baby is teething or uncomfortable on the gums at all, to use this pressure through there. Once you've completed that, you can do small circles on the cheeks. This will help relieve any tension in the face that they may have. And then you can continue to slow, small circles around the head. And then their ears, we don't want to leave those out, so we'll massage the ears as well. And as we finish the ears, we can just bring that right up under the chin.